Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. There we go. There we go. Thank you. So I want to be very clear. I owe this city and this area everything, including an apology. I'm sorry for the tweets.
Let's not have any. No, I'm gonna interrupt here. Anybody who interrupts from the floor and does not allow others to proceed will. This is against our rules. You need to speak with the recognition of the chair of the meeting. This is common Robert's Rules of Order. It's in our procedures, so do not interrupt at all.
Thank you. So that said, we'll start from the top. So I want to be very clear. I owe this city and this area everything, including an apology. I'm sorry for the tweets that I sent in my early to mid-20s that were made public last week. I'm not looking to defend or justify my words, as they are indefensible. And at 30, they do not reflect the man that I am or the things that I believe today. I hope that you will judge me for my actions today and not the words I wrote while still growing as a man. For the past week, my past mistakes have generated negative news stories and press outlets across the state. And I'm sorry that my words caused such pain to so many. They are no longer what I believe, and I would give anything to take them back, but I can't. I can only continue to demonstrate through my actions and my words today that I am a changed man. I have grown and learned a lot since I've been moving and living here in Charlottesville. The elders in this community, the people in this city, you've basically helped raise me. Charlottesville helped me grow from an arrogant young man who had too little respect for women to the married man and father of 3 daughters who has the utmost respect for all women. This city helped me grow from an angry young man with limited experiences with others outside of my comfort zone to the leader who's willing to stand up and fight for the rights and civil liberties of my brothers and sisters from the LGBTQ community and anyone whose rights are in jeopardy. And it is this city, the city of Charlottesville, who supported the coat drives, the turkey giveaways, the community cookouts, the vigils, the rallies, the seminars, the town halls, and every other effort I've made over the past 4 years to bring this community together. The proudest moment of my life, marrying my wife Ashley, took place here in this city, not elsewhere, and it is this city that I hold so dear that I also realize that unfortunately I may have let down. My evolution as a man didn't start or stop in my 20s, and I promise that the strength, the courage, the determination to be a better leader that you have taught me will also continue. I vow, I promise, to continue to grow every day and continue to be the man that you want me to be. I vow, I promise, to continue to be the leader and grow into the man that you need me to be. I will work with you all to make this city a better place. I've truly learned the importance of humility and grace, and I'm thanking God for growth. I appreciate you all. I love you all, supporters and detractors alike, and I thank you for your support. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. We're going to proceed now. We'll be hearing from some folks. We're going to proceed now to what we do in our meetings is we go to the city manager's response to matters by the public that were raised in the last meeting. Yes,
Mike,
sir.
I have a few.
Oh, Mr. Fenwick.
words
I'm
to
sorry.
say.
Excuse me.
First, a personal note. I'm a Christian, and yesterday, in these days before Christmas, I and thousands of citizens heard messages of forgiveness and rebirth, a message that all religions share. I'm confident that my community will take this message to heart as we work our way through this. So what started this is a young black man who had the nerve to stand up in public and advocate for redress of a grievance. If some of those words sound familiar, it is because it is a constitutional right. A group with an opposing opinion also aired their grievance, as they have every right to do. But they also have a dark and twisted political agenda and would run Wes out of town if they could. I will not let that happen. I object to that kind of advocacy, and I want to make it very clear that I will not support any punitive action against Wes. It seems that some people who Wes considered a friend and ally now can't be found. For whatever reason, they don't have the stomach to stand with him when the going gets rough and a virtual mob comes for him. But I will stand with him. I've seen his work with children, and I've seen his work with adults. I've seen his energy and determination in confronting endemic racism. And if anybody thinks this is not about racism, I would remind them of a few years ago when a DNA test proved beyond a reasonable doubt that Thomas Jefferson had a relationship with Sally Hemings. Then, as now, the town exploded. So my bottom line is, I've seen him perform his duty to represent the citizens of Charlottesville, and I will not abandon a public servant.
I actually did not come with a statement to make. I've made my statement in the public of support for Wes, but I'll basically just say like he said.
Mayor Signer, I would like, for those that haven't read the newspaper or whatever whatever outlet you have for news, I made this statement. Yes, those past tweets were troubling, but that was in the past. What has happened, in my experience, does not match those tweets. The experience I have with the man that I've worked with on this council dais as an elected official simply does not match those tweets. And as a human being, I take people as I see them. I take people as they treat me. And I have had nothing but a feeling of mutual respect as a colleague working with Mr. Bellamy, Vice Mayor Bellamy. So on that score, when you've got a colleague that has only treated you with respect and has, I've seen, work very hard on council, there's only one thing to do, is to continue working together. And that's what matters now, working together for the common good. Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Jones, City Manager response to matters to the public.
It's a lot to follow up, Mr. Mayor. Just a couple of responses from the last City Council meeting.